I'm David Reed, and this is The Engine Room. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Engine Room, and today I have a special guest. We're in Stavanger, Norway, and I have Kjartan.
Close.
Oh man, tell me again.
Kjartan.
Kjartan. So a bit of the J. Kjartan, and your last name?
Kjartan Thor Birgisson.
Thor Birgisson.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hard to pronounce, but I'm there. Sort of.
Yeah.
So, tell me, where were you born?
Iceland.
Iceland?
Yeah.
Is it cold in Iceland?
Well, temperature-wise...
Just that response is worth it.
Temperature-wise, no.
Ah, that question.
But it's windy and rainy where I come from.
Like here? Colder?
Colder, windier, and rainier.
That's wild. So when you grew up in Iceland, what was that like?
It was nice. It's a small community. Yeah. Everybody knows everybody. Yeah. Beautiful nature.
A lot of beautiful nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot springs?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Hot springs and glaciers and nothing to complain about.
No, it's a lot to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were outdoors a lot?
Yeah, I lived in a small town outside of Reykjavik, in the outskirts of Reykjavik.
Right.
So, kind of a town built around kind of breeding horses.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not have horses in my mind. Iceland and horses.
Or ponies, actually.
Ponies.
To be technical.
The little ones?
Yeah.
Like Shetland?
Yeah, a little bit bigger, I guess.
A little bit bigger than that. Yeah. That's interesting. So did your family have horses?
No. We kind of moved there because as the city was growing, it went from a town to a kind of more of
outskirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And
you became a part of Reykjavik when you weren't.
And I was fully grown into Reykjavik.
Yeah.
So
were you in town?
Kind of suburbs. That's what the word I was looking for.
But you would go into town as a kid and.
No, it was very difficult to get to town.
Really?
Yeah.
You had to take a horse.
Well, almost one bus that
really
infrequently drove into the city.
Nice.
As a kid, but it got better.
So what did you do as a kid? Did you have any interests or?
Well, we just kind of ran around in the nature.
Run around a lot in the nature.
No parental
with a big axe, control. I imagine.
Not that good, but.
No, you were out in the nature though.
Yeah, that was what we did.
Climb trees.
No trees in Iceland.
None.
No.
None.
Very little, actually.
Very little. Yeah. So somehow I imagine trees.
But we climbed cliffs and.
Climbed cliffs.
Yeah, played by the ocean.
Oh my goodness.
It was before.
No falling off a cliff experiences or.
No.
Really?
Not yet, at least.
Wild. Very wild, though.
It was a great way to grow up.
Yeah.
I guess.
Adventure.
Yeah. Every day was an adventure.
Yeah. And then schooling, what was that like?
Well, I never really liked school much. Wasn't like a school kid.
Yeah.
But like my friends were there, so.
You had to go.
Yeah. And it was, small town, so.
Yeah. And then college, did you go to college?
I did go to college.
Yeah.
I went to a college in Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Or kind of, so first I went to a high school in Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Kind of more of focus on arts.
Really?
Yeah. And then to the university.
Yeah. What was your art focus? What did you?
I played piano.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
15 years of classical piano.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I want to hear you playing piano. Can we get a piano in here?
Yeah, let's get a
Do
piano.
We have an office piano? Apparently not. That's what's wrong with this office. Number one, no piano. Now everyone knows though, wherever you go, they're going to be like, play us a song.
We were out in town in Stavanger like a few years ago and there was a piano and so
you just picked it up.
I thought this is my time. This is my time to shine, finally show the co-workers what I can do.
And what did they think?
They kicked me out.
They thought you were
Didn't even get to start.
You started something classical and they're like, no. Yeah. Huh. That's amazing, piano. So then what did you do in college?
Wording here, college and university, it's the same, kind of?
Yeah.
I went to mechanical engineering.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which side of, if it's Scottish thing to say college or university.
Yeah, I've never really understood that.
I don't know either, but I meant university, college, don't really care. Further education.
Yeah.
But mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah, what made you do that?
I guess by process of elimination.
Well, you couldn't do the other things?
Well, failed in everything else that I tried to do.
That sounds familiar.
Failed in piano.
Failed in piano.
Failed acting career.
Oh, I knew there was acting in there, I could tell.
Failed, I was a diver as well for a while.
Really?
Carpenter.
Really? Plumber?
No.
Fisherman?
No, didn't get to that.
There's a little bit of maybe.
I was in the Coastal Guard for
really?
a summer, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So did lots of different stuff.
Wow. So it was just more, I think I can do this.
No, it was the beginning of the financial crisis in Iceland.
Yeah.
I was working as a carpenter. Used to make a kind of pretty good money in that.
I'm already imagining very cool carpentry, but
Yeah.
maybe it was just tables. I don't know.
Well, it was interiors, kind of interior.
That's where the
design
money is.
interiors. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then the banks went bankrupt.
Yeah, that was the end of a lot of things.
Yeah, and I kind of foresaw that there wouldn't be much jobs. So I called the university and asked them like, hey, can you let me in?
Can you let me in?
You know, because it was past
that's the way to do it.
It was past due date.
Were you standing outside just banging the door?
Yeah.
Please let me in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Made the phone call and begged the guy to give me a chance, and then he said, well, we always need people in engineering.
Really?
And that's how I got into engineering.
Man, there's a sales pitch for you. We always need people in engineering. I'll do that.
Yeah.
There's an empty chair, I'll sit in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Did you like it? No.
Well, it was hard to begin with because I didn't really have the same educational background as the kids.
Piano playing doesn't help.
Well, I guess it didn't hurt.
Didn't hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have the same educational background as some of the kids, and kind of.
It was uphill.
Yeah, and I was more creative and not very industrious, But it kind of, I picked it up.
End?
Yeah.
It's interesting. So then, okay, you finished college.
Then.
What's the first thing you did?
I started diving for a living.
Really?
Yeah.
That's when the diving began.
Well, no, that's what kept me alive throughout the university because
you liked doing it.
Yeah.
Scuba or?
Yeah, I was doing all sorts of stuff. Like I was diving for the university, kind of doing research dives for the university.
Really?
Taking tourists diving, teaching scuba diving, just whatever they had. And like when times were really rough, I would go and collect like shells and mussels and sell to restaurants.
Really?
Yeah. And
that's wild.
Yeah. Did that for a little bit of time. Thought like, spent all this time for this education. I should probably try to get an engineering job, but
why not?
Economy hadn't recovered yet.
Yeah.
Then one day my girlfriend brought me the paper with a job advertisement from NOV.
Really?
Yeah.
In Iceland?
Yeah.
You were working for NOV in Iceland?
Not in Iceland, but they were advertising for people.
I was pretty excited. I was like, wow, I didn't even know we were in Iceland.
They were advertising for people in Iceland.
Ah. So to Stavanger from there?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think when you came here?
Well, I had like a different idea about how this area would look like.
Yeah.
We grow up watching these Swedish films from the 60s, 70s.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, but depicting like the Swedish summer in Småland. So I thought it would be more of a countryside.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a town. Yeah. Yeah, kind of city. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, has a
city with a town vibe.
It does. Yeah, that's true. That's a good description of Stavanger.
Yeah.
I came over. I just like coloured buildings because they're grey in Scotland, so I quite like that. But yeah, it's an interesting town.
Yeah.
So what was your first job here?
Started as a mechanical engineer in kind of working on drawworks.
Really?
Yeah.
And were you in the field or?
I went a lot. Well, I was in a control system group, so I was doing kind of mechanical engineering, control cabinets and stuff like that.
No, okay.
But got to travel a lot.
Yeah.
To up in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Where they used to produce them.
Yeah.
To Sugarland and 529 in Houston.
All the best places in the world.
Ulsan in Korea.
Ulsan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Singapore?
No, never been
there.
Didn't
get to do that. Yeah, it's a nice place too.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that though?
Yeah, it was great. Opportunity to learn and meet other kind of cultures and people and
fascinating.
Grow as a person.
Yeah, that's very cool. What was your favorite place that you've been?
My favorite place?
Yeah.
Work-wise?
No, just life.
Life. was a difficult
That was
one.
I didn't mean what was your favorite moment, just place. Where did you like going?
Well, I like to go to Iceland.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Earlier.
You know,
A few
homesick.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like going home?
Yeah, you kind of romanticize
Of course.
your past, and you come home and everything is so beautiful, and you know, and I only travel in the summer, so I don't really kind of get the winter
you don't
weather.
have to face the dark.
You know,
the darkness.
it kind of starts in October. It just terrible weather starts,
Yeah.
and sometimes in April.
Yeah, it can get heavy.
Yeah.
So you still like to go home?
Yeah, midnight sun and
nice.
You know, so.
Very good. So then, what else? What have you been doing in your career?
3 years ago, I started in Novos.
Ah, so Novos, I've heard of it.
Yeah. That was.
That's it. That's the end of the story.
Yeah. No.
Started in Novos. Anyway, here I am.
Yeah. It was kind of a.
Novos is. Are you doing mechanical? You're not doing mechanical anymore.
No, I'm a product development engineer.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool. Novos is fun, I think. I mean, you're wearing a sweatshirt. At least you got a sweatshirt.
Yeah. I really like my job in Novos.
Yeah.
It's different than what I anticipated engineering was
Yeah.
all about. I get to kind of cooperate a lot with our clients.
Oh, really?
The operators.
So we've got a few here in Norway.
Yeah. So I have a pretty good relationship with the ones here in Norway, and also precision drilling in.
Oh, really?
In the North America,
Yeah.
I guess. It's so big. And I get to work with all different product groups.
Yeah, that's true. You connect to everything and the whole drilling process.
Yeah. So.
Have you learned a lot about drilling since then, or?
Yeah, there has been a kind of very steep learning curve.
Yeah, I would have thought. Yeah, it puts you right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. So I like every day there's something new.
Yeah.
Like every day I have to learn something new that I didn't know before.
Yeah.
And that's just the best place for an engineer to be, I would assume.
And your creative mind.
Yeah.
I think that's a good combination.
Creative but talentless.
Talentless, creative.
Yeah.
Doesn't work as a thing.
No.
But you have those skills. Bad piano player.
Yeah. Failed acting career.
Failed acting career.
But I was in a Hollywood movie.
Okay, which one?
Flags of Our Fathers. Clint Eastwood directed it.
No.
Yeah. It was an extra.
It's the same.
But in the actors group.
I want a picture of their circle around. That's me.
Yeah. I was actually.
Is it on screen?
It was probably my biggest disappointment of my life.
Oh, you couldn't see yourself?
Because I got the job, and I was there in kind of with the actors a lot.
Yeah.
And like I was not like the rest of the extras. I was a special class of extras.
Special extras,
yeah.
see?
So with the
there's a T-shirt there, special extra.
Yeah, with the what you call it, the stuntmen.
Oh, really?
You know, and those were a little bit more.
That'd be more fun.
Involved, yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And was running on a beach for like a whole summer.
Yeah.
And you know, then I would come home to my small hometown and I would brag about.
Yeah, big time.
You know,
you're the big guy.
Yeah, this is like, you know, shooting star. You know, show some respect, guys. You know. And then the movie came out, and I, of course, dragged all my friends to the movie. You know.
Where are you?
And then I sat through the whole movie, waiting to see myself face on the screen, and didn't.
Failed actor.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Failed actor. That's what they say now.
I gave up.
Failed piano player, failed actor, had to go to the oil field.
Yeah.
Somehow found a seat in mechanical engineering.
There's probably a lot of people with the same background in the oil field.
It's true. Bunch of failures.
Yeah.
This is all I had.
All I had left.
Only option. Way to sell. Come to oil field. We don't care.
Yeah, everybody's welcome here.
That's so good. Oh, hilarious. Good. So, as if anyone was to reach out to you, what are you good at helping people with? Piano playing, obviously.
Yeah.
Failure management.
Failure management, piano playing. Well, it's more like I'm the one who reaches out to other people for help. That's what I just do for a living.
When you call,
you know,
expect the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get a call from me at one point asking for guidance.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
That's a Novos job.
Yeah.
What on earth is this? What is this word?
Yeah.
Touching a button, what does it do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
cool.
Yeah. So I'm not Not an expert in anything, but I know a lot about a lot of things.
I bet. Yeah. I bet. It's a great role, I think, the Novos positioning in the company, because the connection to everything's really interesting.
Yeah, and you get to work with all these amazing engineers.
Yeah.
You know, and as soon as you start kind of reaching out, to see like how
they know stuff.
The expertise in this company.
Yeah.
Like
I love that. When I first got in, and people will talk to you.
Yeah.
So talk to them, everyone. Talk to them. They'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But that's true, isn't it? I mean, people are happy to tell you what they know, and I love that part.
It's like, you know, when you come home, you can't really talk about this job to your wife.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so much.
I mean, she won't listen.
Yeah. There's only so much kind of. So you need to talk about somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so you're an expert in like some oil field equipment. So where do you go to talk about the stuff that you know the most? It's here.
Yeah.
So when somebody calls, we pick up the phone. Somebody's calling you, wanting to know about your machine.
Yeah.
You know, just fasten your seatbelt.
It's because they will.
Yeah.
No, I mean, my first time going around rigs in Norway was with an expert on pipe handling from the 60s, and I loved it. We're just jumping from one rig to the next, and you're always learning new stuff. So I think it's a fascinating world that we live in.
Yeah, definitely is.
Okay, what else? Let me think. What do you like to do in your spare time? Or you don't have any because you work so hard?
No, I have a lot of spare time. It's been
a lot.
I've never been able to commit to anything. You maybe already got that from our conversation.
Yeah.
I used to skydive.
You really?
Yeah, and I was of course in scuba diving.
Yeah, you could do both. You could skydive
into the water.
Yeah. Just came up with it myself. I must patent that idea.
That's a great idea.
I think it's a form of military something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like that's what they would do.
Yeah, it's probably some.
Skydiving.
Yeah. Did that.
That's wild.
Did a little bit of that.
You like that kind of cliff edge thing that you grew up with?
I used to.
Yeah. What else?
We did some, we call it technical diving, like deep diving and kind of cave diving.
Really? Man, that stuff scares me. Cave diving.
Yeah. Well, it was very appealing as a young man.
Yeah, you've got that adventurer thing.
Yeah.
The Icelandic adventurer.
Yeah, I guess
That's better than field piano player.
Yeah.
Icelandic adventurer, I'll take it. You're Thor. Come on.
Yeah. So,
I like it.
But today, I went really hard into machine learning. That was like a hobby to me.
Really?
Like I took all the university courses.
Got into all that.
And all the online courses I could find.
It's kind of a wild subject, yeah.
Yeah, I got really kind of that dragged me in for years.
Yeah.
And but recently I'm really into classic Russian literature.
Mikhail Bulgakov, does that count?
It does count.
That's the only book I ever
The Master and the Margarita.
I read that. I read all of them actually, but yeah.
Dostoevsky, Tolstoy.
Yeah. The big stuff. I knew you were going to go much deeper than that, but I like my lighter stuff.
So.
That's wild. Well, great. Well, it's great to get to know you and have you on the show.
I'm just so happy that we were able to make this happen.
Finally.
Yeah.
You lobbied really hard, and we got here. It's not true. But anyway, thanks for coming on, and hopefully we'll have you on again sometime.
Anytime.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.